Hi, welcome to Boardscape. Today I'm going to take a look at 4 new Kickstarter items revolving around 5th edition content. It's always wonderful to be able to upgrade and enhance your 5th edition games. Dungeons & Dragons can just cover all sorts of things, and today we're going to see that. First, here, as you see, we're taking a look at Mythos Monsters. Legendary Games has put out a couple different small monster manuals, and this falls right along line that. It's already raised over $10,000, over 400 backers, 12 days to go. Now, the primary draw of this is that it is Cthulhu for 5th edition. I mean, we've had all sorts of products like this in the past. This is nothing really different, but I do like this campaign for the full color beastry that they have put out. Oh, you can see here that it's 72 pages, over 40 different beasts, just all sorts of these Cthulhu-based monsters that you can either create a Cthulhu-based game or even just plop down into your regular 5th edition content. I mean, Cthulhu, D&D, they go together like bread and butter, so why not? As we scroll down, we can see that they have a picture of Cthulhu. You can see what their rendition of him looks like. And one thing that I love about this campaign is that they have given a couple pages to show what this looks like. Too many Kickstarter campaigns for 5th edition content say, here's what we have, but don't actually show anything. These people have not held back anything. They show you here, you can go to their page, zoom in, see that this is what the Migo, the Mygo look like, their strengths, their weaknesses, everything. You can just basically pull this, put it into your campaign now, and see if it's worth getting into the rest of this. As you scroll down, we find that they have 2 big bosses. They have Hastur and they have Cthulhu. Not sure why they only stuck with those 2 and didn't put in others like Yog-Sothoth and the Black Goat and all these other Cthulhu-based enemies. Not sure why they focused on these 2 and not more, but it is what it is, right? So they actually have one of the pages of Hastur here, so you can actually go and see one of these 2 big bad guys and see how they would fit into your campaign. Scrolling down, one thing that is awesome about this campaign is that they don't have stretch goals, and as soon as this is done, as soon as this campaign is done, they are going to be delivering through DriveThruRPG your content. So basically, if you order this, you don't gotta wait. 12 days from now, sometime near the end of January, they are going to be sending you the PDF. If you order the print version, which for $20, I mean, why the heck not? Like, then you get the print version in February. So it's right around the corner. No stretch goals because they don't want to worry about that. They have it ready. They want to send it to you. An extra $10 for the add-ons of a couple different mini campaigns. But yeah, if you want some Cthulhu stuff to drop into your campaign right now, then for $10 you can get the PDF. For $20 you can get the print version. You can't go wrong. Next, we're taking a look at a small game that really has not taken off too much. Only about 176 backers, about exactly 167 backers. 37 days to go, $5,000, and this is Abyss, the tabletop role-playing game. Now, I'm going to be honest, this campaign doesn't actually show a lot. They tell you that you are the saviors of this world, you have the supernatural and the natural living side by side, and you are the ones taking on the supernatural, kicking them back, showing them who's boss. And what I love about this, primarily drawing me in, is the art. I thoroughly hope that this art style, this red and black Hellboyish art style, sticks throughout the entire book, however long that is. But we can see that Abyss is its own system, which is always is always good and bad in that, right? One, you gotta learn a new system. Two, they can improve upon things in the past. However, I would personally already using 5th edition for everything, I would have just preferred them to use the 5th edition rule set and everything and plop this down into it. However, I understand why they didn't. Look at that, that looks awesome. If you go to, where is it? Here, updates. If you go look at the updates for update number 3, then you actually see some of what the attributes look like. You can see they show you a little more about the game. This should have been in the main page. This is content that people who look at the main page of the campaign should have seen, because this is showing more of what the game looks like, what you're going to be doing. I mean, you can see here, heart, study, quick, nerve, clout, might, telling you a little bit about what each of those are going to be focused upon, that you're going to be observing and discovering and sympathizing and persuading and defying, all these things. This shows me what the game is about. So, if you're looking at this, don't forget to look at Update 3. I'm disappointed that they put this here and not in the main campaign, but Abyss looks fun, looks like it's an interesting concept, and I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Next is one that's doing a lot better. Over $40,000 raised, over 550 backers. Epic Legacy, Tome of Titans. Now, if you don't know the Epic Legacy system, it is a 5th edition compatible system where they are focused more on the end game of 5th edition. 10th level and up, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th level content, where these epic things that are happening, these in-game things, world-changing events, where you are just decked out. Think an Attack on Titan, where the early levels you're just playing these small Survey Corps characters, these newbies, and you're working your way up, and eventually you might actually become a Titan, and you are in these later levels actually changing entire worlds and continents with your Titan powers. Well, I mean, that might not be exactly what's happening here, but that's what Epic Legacy is focused on. And in this one, they are focused on some monsters, these Titans that you can fight. We can see that they have everything from Asmodeus to Cthulhu, because everything has Cthulhu, right? To the Mother of Spiders, to the Dark Dragon Queen. These huge monsters that you can focus on, right? One thing that I love about this is that they show you this table of contents. They show you exactly what you will be getting. All these different Titans that you can be fighting against, along with the different mythic levels, which the mythic levels are a focus if you scroll down a bit. Mythic levels come with the Epic Legacy core rulebook. They sort of lay all of that out. And we can see that, I mean, you can pick those up as well. Tome of Titans, the PDF for 18, or the print version for 45. Not bad. If you need the base game or the core rulebook, then you can get that for 34. You can pick up everything that you need here for under $50 or around $50, and that's not bad. They also lay out a little bit of these things that you will be able to explore, that you can download these screenshots, zoom in on them, see what's up. But yeah, so if you want some epic monsters to fight in your campaigns, this is an awesome book to look into. Not that expensive either. Finally, we're looking at Kibble's Compendium. Now, Kibbles has put out all sorts of different crafting classes, all these. You have the Scion class, the Inventor class, the crafting system, and this Compendium is getting all these different Kibbles separate systems and putting them into one book. So this is chock full of everything, right? You've got the Scion class and the Inventor class, as we said, or the Inventor is also Kibbler's Artificer. 12 different subclasses for them, and all the crafting systems that Kibbles has put out. Blacksmithing, alchemy, enchanting, everything from cooking to wand whittling and scroll scribbling. These crafting systems add a whole nother dimension to 5th edition games. A whole dimension that I didn't know was missing until I started using these. It's one thing to find a wand, it's one thing to buy food, it's a whole nother thing to have your own cooking system going on, your own wand whittling system going on, where you're creating your wands. And it really brings the world to life a little more. So if you're looking to dive deeper into your campaigns, have entire crafting systems, then this is what you should be looking at. Over 230 pages altogether, thousands of hours of playtesting, the entire compendium, all of it for $10. Now when you get into his later stuff, the whole compendium for $10. If you want the hardcover, it's $50. Not bad for 230 pages worth of stuff that will enhance your campaign like almost nothing else. This is amazing. This is the kind of stuff that could and should be official D&D products because they are that good. So, some of these bundles are already sold out, but you really don't need them. If you want the hardcover compendium, pick it up. It's worth it. And of course, they have some upgrades that you can add here. And it goes into a little bit of information on the Scion and the Inventor, the Artificer, what you can look for in the crafting systems. If you want to check this out, I'll have a link below. But today, these are just a couple new 5th edition things to keep our eyes on, as we always are looking for ways to enhance our games, because D&D is the greatest game of all time. There's nothing better than being able to just dive deeper, add more, and have more fun. Thank you for joining me. Next week I'll be putting out another one where I will be, from now on, I have been, oh man,